The key to improving performance is testing ad copy. But there are multiple methods to use. Let's walk through each one. So first we need to find an ad group in which we want to test ad copy. If we click into campaigns, which is on the left hand side here, we can see that this campaign has spent a fair bit, so probably has enough volume for testing. Within this campaign, we can see that this ad group marketing agency has spent the most out of all of the ad groups. So let's click into this. Now if we click on ads and extensions, we can see all of the ads that are currently live in this ad group, and there are quite a few of them. There are 6. Normally we recommend between 3 and 5. Now the first testing method we're going to talk about is the challenger method. And this one's pretty simple. So all you need to do is turn off the worst performing ads in this ad group and then put new ads live to replace them. And then Google's going to choose which ad is performing best and show that more often. Now Google's pretty good at doing this, and this method will get you the best performance typically in the short term. However, it's not very scientifically valid. Each of the ads has shown a different amount of times, and sometimes you have ads like this one where you have a really high click-through rate, 3.67%. But it's only been shown 762 times versus this ad which has a click-through rate of 2.55%. and has been sharing over 4,000 times. So if you want to share your ads an equal number of times, you need to go into settings and then you want to go to ad rotation and do not optimize. This is called even rotate. This is going to show every single ad the same number of impressions, and therefore you're going to be much better comparing them side by side in terms of performance. Even this method though isn't fully scientifically valid. For that, you need to run a draft campaign experiment. To get to that screen, let's go back to overview. Click continue, then we want to click off this filter here. It's going to appear on the left hand side called draft and experiments. So campaign drafts are a way to make edits to the account without actually putting anything live. So let's create a draft. I'm going to select the campaign. It has to be on the campaign level, and then click the US agency types. Let's call this ad test. Now, any changes you make in this screen, for example, pausing an ad group, changing the keywords or changing the ads. So now any change you make, for example, if you edit the ads, it's going to be contained within that draft. That means it's not actually going to go live in the account until you push it live. When you've made the changes that you want to test, you need to go and click apply. Now when you hit apply, you can actually just put the changes live without testing them. This is really good if you want to make lots of changes at once and then put them all alive simultaneously. But what we're after is running an experiment. If we hit apply right here, it's going to let us name the experiment, set the start date, set the end date, and then also define the split between the control and experiment. So what this 50% means is the account as it stands today will get 50% all of the auctions. So every opportunity that you have to show you a bit and to show your ad, you're going to get 50% of those in the existing account and 50% based on the changes that you made. So this is going to tell you really scientifically whether one version performed better than another. Let's take a look at what an experiment looks like when you finish running it. Going to hit cancel, then we're going to go back up here to search campaigns, then drafts and experiments. Then we click on campaign experiments here. If we click on this copy test, shows us when the test was run as well as how many conversions, how many clicks, and how much it costs. In this experiment, we got 2% less cost, got 12% less clicks, and the experiment got 2 conversions versus 0 for the original. We turn this experiment off early, even though it's not statistically significant, which is what Google shows you right here. Armed with these 3 methods, you should now be confident in deciding how to test new ad copy in your campaigns.